Well, hello, best friends. It's Zach.
Yeah.
There's Dave. And
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays, season's greetings. Happy Christmas, whatever it is.
Bah humbug, whatever you're into.
Okay, so I feel a little ball humbugish.
Yeah.
That's the word about something that was on your radio show. Now, Dave and I don't really get to listen to our shows much because he's on at the same time I am. He's on Mad Rock. I'm on Katy Country, 5:30 to 9 a.m. But I heard something in the hallway yesterday, Dave. You were discussing with Stan Smith something that you found.
A list of the supposed top 10 most memorable or most iconic holiday film characters.
And I absolutely, first off, I thought you were pranking everybody, okay? Yeah. Because the list, I think, is that awful. And so I thought what we can do is,
Merry Christmas, Cindy.
Quick. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas, Michelle.
So what I thought we could do, Dave, is right here, we could go over this list together because
you're going to make some people mad because I was mad.
I almost busted into your studio yesterday when you were talking to Stan Smith over some of these.
It is a horrible list. It is it's a travesty. It is a holiday travesty, this list. How high were these people that they asked? I don't get it. Did they know what the question was? I'm still not sure. I don't get it.
Well, maybe their end goal, Dave, is just to have radio DJs like ourselves talk about it.
Yeah, argue
because it's straight up. Okay, so let's go through the list, okay? 2,000 people were recently surveyed on who they think the most iconic character in their favorite Christmas and holiday movies are.
Yeah.
Number 10, right off the bat, Dave, you and I have a problem with this one. Number 10 is the bird lady from Home Alone 2.
Out of all the people that they could have on there.
Here's what I was going to say about this, Dave. Yeah. Like, this is a supporting actress.
Woman covered in bird crap.
Yes.
Not entire characters. Yeah.
Not even a main character. And
she's
I don't understand.
It's got to be the bird crap. It's got to be the pigeon poop. I don't know. Maybe all the people asked were like in the New York area and totally understand this whole being covered in pigeon poop stuff, but I don't. I don't get it. I don't get it. Mm-mm.
By the way, or you could just go stand over at the Walmart in Sherman underneath the building there. And anyways, but number 10, the bird lady from Home Alone 2.
You don't have to go to Walmart. You can just go to the back end of our building over here where the trees are, and just
This is awful. It is awful. Lady. She's not even a main character.
I'd like to give these 2,000 people the bird myself. Because I don't agree at all. Bird lady in the top 10. Come on.
Okay, so number 9 on the list is the conductor from the Polar Express.
And I'm sorry, I don't like that movie. I cannot stand that movie. I don't understand it. I never read the book. I don't get it. Like, I want to punch, as much as I love Tom Hanks, I want to punch the animated Tom Hanks right in the face for being it's just, I don't know. I think it's like been played too much or so. I've never sat through the movie because I couldn't make it through like the first 10, 15 minutes of it. It like bored me. I would like, is there a wall I can bust my head on? Because I'd prefer to doing that over watching this stupid movie. But apparently people love the book. Have you read the book, the little picture book or whatever?
No.
I don't get it. I don't like the Polar Express.
But when I heard you and Stan talking about that y'all thought the Polar Express was overrated.
Yeah.
My hot take is I actually like the Polar Express.
That's fine. You can like it. I don't like the movie. I wish that train would derail into the snow and disappear forever. That's
okay, now let me say this. I think my view is a little distorted because my 6-year-old loves the movie. And every time it's on, he's like sitting still for an hour and a half to watch this movie. But there's a lot of things in the movie that I'm like, really? A train going down the tracks that fast and it didn't like tump over? Really? On ice? So I find a lot of flaws in the movie. So but anyway.
You ever watch Snowpiercer? I'm just saying, I wish some of those things had happened. Anyway.
No.
Like you never wish the big group of people in mass would come busting through the door with clubs and axes so bad. And all. Now, if we could do a combination of Snowpiercer and the Polar Express, and see the animated Tom Hanks just get hacked to pieces, I'm all for that. Anyway, so
yeah. Oh my goodness. All right, number 8 on the list. Top 10 most iconic holiday film characters.
Yeah.
Jack Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Skellington. Okay, so I totally get this one. I do understand why they're on he's on, because again, you're going for the iconic. So if you were to see that picture, yes, I would see that he should be in the top. I think he should have been number 10. Like he's on the
yeah.
Jack Skellington is
because he's a main character.
Right, exactly.
The
you
bird
recognize
lady,
the face.
She's kind of in there every so often, and she's covered in bird feathers and stuff, and she's there. She's not the main character.
But he's, that face, the claymation, the Tim Burton style, you can't, that is iconic. I agree with that being on the list, yes.
Never seen The Nightmare Before Christmas, just going to let you know.
That's all right. You got to be a Tim Burton fan to get it. It's fine.
Yeah.
My daughter loves it.
Number 7 on the list is Gizmo from Gremlins. Is Gremlins a Christmas movie?
Okay, so there are a couple of them on here. I love Gremlins. I always have. It does happen around Christmas. I mean, that's the whole thing. But here's something. I did a TikTok about this the other day, in fact, that has bugged me since I was a kid. I've loved Gizmo. I had the plush, I had all sorts of the toys and stuff when I was growing up.
Yeah.
But something, even as a kid, I didn't quite understand is you can't feed the Mogwai after midnight. How does that work? Because time zones are a man-made thing. How does the Mogwai know what time zone? And is it daylight savings time? Do they follow daylight savings time or not? I mean, how do you know to feed them anywhere around there? Is it based on where the Mogwai was born? Is it like if you passed over a time, if you were flying with a Mogwai and you were passing over time zones and all of a sudden they're taking a bite of something and it's midnight, like will they immediately turn into the big shell goopy thingy and then turn into I mean, how does this work? How do the Mogwai go with the time zone thing? I don't get it. But yes, it is a Christmas movie, and yes, I do recognize Gizmo as a iconic Christmas character. So there's my rant about that movie.
Huh. Okay. Well, I have no idea what all you said because I've never seen the movie. So.
You've never seen Gremlins?
Or maybe I have. I don't know. I can't remember, Dave. I'm bald, and there's a lot of direct sunlight that hits this thing. And
well, you weren't born until 1987, so I get it.
This is true. Yeah. This is true. Yeah. All right, number 6 on the list, top 10 most iconic holiday film characters is Ghost of Christmas Present from Scrooged.
Who was played by the one and only iconic Carol Kane with her little fairy wings. I mean, I love that movie. That is my second favorite Christmas movie is Scrooged with Bill Murray. So if I were to see a picture of her in her wings and her little fairy thingy, I would know exactly what movie that was and what it was. So I don't know. Do you like Scrooged? Are you a fan of the movie?
Yeah, I mean, it's all right. But, my thing is like, do you think it should be number 6 on the list?
I think that would probably be a number 9.
Okay.
I would recognize. Yeah, maybe put Carol Kane as the Ghost of Christmas Present down at number 10 and then Jack Skellington.
Yeah.
Number 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And Bird Lady not on the list. Bird Lady doesn't need to be on the list from Home Alone 2. She is a supporting actress, not a main character. But anyways, by the way, still haven't seen any characters from my favorite Christmas movie, but we still got to continue on this list here. Number 5, if you want to talk about trying to break the internet, is Die Hard a Christmas movie or not? Number 5, John McClane is on the list.
How can you even argue that it's not a Christmas movie? The entire premise of the movie is it happens during a Christmas party. Like I totally get, I mean, it's an action film and that's fine, but you can have an action film happening during Christmas. It absolutely is a Christmas movie. I don't care what Bruce Willis says. He says apparently it's not, but it absolutely is a Christmas movie. It is set during a Christmas. They all get hijacked. I mean, they become, the terrorists come in during the Christmas party at the plaza there. So how is that not a Christmas movie?
See, one year I asked on the Katy Country Facebook page if is Die Hard a Christmas movie, and it broke the internet.
It broke the internet. What was the consensus?
I don't even remember. I think I had to delete it because people started getting angry at each other in there.
It's a Christmas movie.
It's a hot take for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. We start getting into the meat of this here. Top 10 most iconic holiday film characters. Number 4, The Grinch from Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So this is Jim Carrey, right?
I don't know. I mean, it could be either the animated. It could be either the animated version or it could be the Jim Carrey version. It doesn't really matter. I mean, you got Benedict Cumberbatch as the Grinch, or you had the old 60s version of it, or you have Jim Carrey. Either way, if you see a picture of the Grinch, you know that's a Christmas movie. There's no doubt about it. So the fact that he's in the top 5, totally get it. Totally agree with that one.
Okay, number 3 on the list, Buddy from Elf. I love the movie Elf, but I actually think the Grinch and Elf should be flip-flopped.
Yeah.
I think the Grinch probably should be
as far as most recognizable, I would agree.
Yeah.
I would probably agree with that. The Grinch should have been in the top 3, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think Buddy the Elf, you can't. Will Ferrell as Buddy, you can't go. In fact, I watched that movie the other day. I talked about that yesterday on the air. So, yeah.
Dave, Clark Griswold.
Don't even get me. Okay, so I admit I still have yet to watch A Christmas Vacation all the way through. I have yet to watch that movie. I know it is one of your favorites. I like the Las Vegas Vacation movie best and the original one best. I've never watched. I think if you were to take all the little pieces of the Christmas Vacation movie, I've probably seen it.
Yeah.
Just not in order because of how it comes on TV and how I watched it and stuff. So I haven't actually watched it all the way through.
Clark.
But can you think of another, even as somebody who's never watched that movie all the way through, I don't think that there's much more of a more iconic Christmas movie picture than Clark standing in front of the house with the piece of the extension cords you know exactly what movie that is and exactly what it's about, even if you've never even watched the movie.
I think I can make an argument that Cousin Eddie from Christmas Vacation should be on this list over the Bird Lady from Home Alone 2.
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. Clark Griswold isn't on there, and Cousin Eddie isn't even on there.
Clark Griswold's not on this list. Seriously, y'all. Anyway,
holiday travesty, I'm telling you.
It is. All right, number 2, and I actually think this should be number 1 on the list, in my opinion. Kevin McAllister from Home Alone. Number 2.
That picture. Actually, when I posted this up on the Mad Rock website, it was a authenticated clip from that movie of him sitting at the top of the stairs, because that's what that movie is. He's wearing the sweater. He's at the top of the stairs. He got that mischievous grin on his face. You guys ready for more? I mean, that should be up there. Yeah.
Have you seen the Photoshop version of that iconic photo?
I have not. I don't think so.
Okay. They photoshopped Sylvester Stallone's face onto Kevin McAllister and called it Home Stallone.
That's right. Kevin, we all know Kevin McAllister is a complete and total sociopath. It's fine. We have to agree. We have to understand that that's what happened. That's what happened to the poor kid. But here's the other thing is has anybody actually watched that new version of that movie? I see it on Disney Plus. I have not watched it.
There is a certain 9-year-old that I live with that has watched it and said, and this is what he said, Dave, and oh my gosh, I don't even know if I can say this out loud. My 9-year-old said, please don't judge him, y'all. It's better than the other Home Alone movies. And I was like, what? Huh?
He's 9. We're not going to take advice from a 9-year-old.
I'll just tell you what, that's bad parenting. I don't know who this 9-year-old.
What did you do to this kid?
I don't know who this 9-year-old's parents are, but
he says it's better than the. I've been afraid to watch it. Now, I'm taking vacation after tomorrow. Cut the last 2 weeks of the year. I'm taking it off, right, to take a vacation, and I have it on my list. It's in my list to watch. I'm going to watch it just so I can come to my own conclusion about whether it's. But the preview that I saw of it, I was like, why did they do this? I like the first one. I kind of like the second one. The third one, I think, went direct to video or something. So I've never done anything with that one. But yeah.
All right, we got to move on here because I think we're about to do radio, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we still have that job to do. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
And then number 1, top 10 most iconic holiday film characters: Ebenezer Scrooge from A Christmas Carol. I think that's a little high on this one, but that's just my opinion. I think Kevin McAllister should have been number 1.
Kevin McAllister and the Grinch, I think, up on the top. I think, Kevin McAllister, the Grinch. Ebenezer Scrooge, very iconic, though. I'll give you that. I picture George C. Scott in that character role from the 1980s version of A Christmas Carol. Yeah. That's just because his voice and his demeanor and all that stuff. I mean, I like the Muppets Christmas Carol and stuff, too. But, yeah, Ebenezer Scrooge is an iconic character. The hat and the outfit and the bah humbugness of his face. I mean, you can't go past that. But here's my biggest rub about this entire list. Like you, Clark Griswold, I agree that should have been on there. But the one character that wasn't on this list at all, and I think it is an absolute horrible thing that he's not on the list, is Ralphie from A Christmas Story.
I didn't even think about that.
The pink bunny outfit. How can Ralphie from A Christmas Story not be on this list? The bird lady. The bird lady from Home Alone 2 is on there, and Ralphie from A Christmas Story is not on this stupid list.
Who did this dumb list? Anyways, by the way, I think I can make an argument, Dave, that the leg lamp should be on this list over the bird lady from Home Alone 2. Jeez.
Yes,
Anyways, all right. Well, let us know in the comments who
did we miss? Yeah, who did we miss on Christmas Story?
I don't know if we missed anybody on this.
Stupid conductor from Polar Express off of there and put Ralphie and Clark Griswold.
Yeah,
bird lady, conductor, go away. Yeah,
Ralphie and Clark. Seriously, Ralphie though. Ralphie and Clark Griswold.
Yeah.
Anyways, and I think I would even think that some people would choose Cousin Eddie over Clark on this list.
All I'm going to say is that I hope that each and every one of those 2,000 people who were surveyed get coal in their stockings. That's all I'm going to say about it. Bah humbug to them.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that one. All right, let us know in the comments who was left off of this list, if you agree with us or not. Dave and I have to actually go do our jobs now.
So they tell us.
All right. Bye, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Bye. Bye. Bye.